Hi, this is the UK Atheist. This video is trying to comprehend the size of the universe and asking why God would make a whole universe just for human beings. The answer is, He wouldn't. The percentage of the universe that is uninhabitable by human beings is so microscopic that I do not have the space or time to type the number of zeros that would go after the decimal point. It would be absolutely ridiculous to think that the universe was created for our benefit. Only an absolute moron would think this. Bearing this in mind, let's ask the question, if the universe was not created, how likely is it that life has formed on other planets? First, let's try to comprehend just how big the universe is. There are approximately 200 billion viewable galaxies. That's right, viewable ones. There is actually an estimated 1 trillion galaxies. But for now, we'll just go on the viewable ones. This number is pretty hard to comprehend, so I will try and simplify it. The number of people on Earth is around 7 billion. This means for every single person on the planet, there is up to 14 galaxies per person. So, just try and comprehend this for 1 second. Each person on the planet, that's 7 billion people, would have 14 galaxies per person. Also, bearing in mind that each galaxy contains between 100 billion and 1 trillion stars. So this would mean there are between 10 to the power of 22 and 10 to the power of 24 stars in the universe. Just to give you an idea, the number looks like this. So, with all those stars there will be planets. But the question is, how many of these planets could be inhabitable by life? Not necessarily human life, but life in general. Research from the UK's Open University suggests that there are perhaps 50 or so of these planets. Small rocky bodies the right distance from their star, which has liquid and therefore could support life. So, based on this research, if we get the 200 billion viewable galaxies and multiply those by the 50, we get 10 to the power of 13. This is an approximation of planets that could possibly sustain life in the universe. In simple terms, for each person on this planet, there are approximately 1,428 planets that could sustain life in the universe. That's for each person. That puts a perspective on how huge the number is, and how, just by the statistics, there has to be life on other planets. So, this is the number of approximate planets that could sustain life. So, here are the facts. Number 1. If life is on other planets, most religious gods would be void. They could not exist. Because each religion requires us to be the only intelligent species. We were made in God's image. But of course reality is that God were made in our image. Number 2. Statistically, the likelihood of there being life on other planets is more or less guaranteed. Number 3. If by some chance there is no life on other planets, then why did God make the rest of the universe? This would also make all religious gods void. The people who made up the religions thought this planet was the centre of the universe, and not knowing what the universe was, now we know just how vast the universe is. This idea is preposterous. 4. In conclusion, the universe with its sheer magnitude shows that any religious god simply cannot exist. So, a question for you guys. What do you think are the odds that we are the only planet that has life? If you're a theist, I would like you to think about this. So, there is my video. Don't forget, if you're an atheist, please give me a thumbs up, rate and subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for joining me again. This has been the UK Atheist. Thank you for watching. See you next time.